to bring you down, cause then you be on a level. Listen, I'm never giving up. Stand your ground, don't be too comfortable or too settled. Listen, I'm never giving up. When you hit rock bottom, it's only one way to go. Listen, I'm never giving up. Everybody got problems, how you handle them, no. Listen.
Hey, I'm John.
And I'm Jonathan.
Welcome to the Formula.
Yo, we got a special guest in here today. We just finished working out. So if you hear us breathing a little heavy during this episode, because my man Kenneth just took care of us.
Right
so,
up.
we have Kenneth in the house. He's a renowned athletic guy. Like he does everything. You know, he can give it to you in the gym. He can give it to you on the sticks. He could just give it to you. You know, so just welcome Kenneth in the house.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Yeah. So Kenneth, man, we really appreciate you coming on, bracing us with your time and your presence, man. The workout was great. You know, we needed it.
Yeah, I needed it.
Yeah, we needed that. We need, it's just a springboard. Just continue to work out. I mean, because a lot of things you said, man, it was simple. It hit home. You know, we always try to perfect things, but you say you just get out there and be active.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said before, while we were working out, the main thing is that a lot of people try to make exercise way more complicated than it needs to be. Mm-hmm. The bare bones of it is if you pick it up, it's heavy, and you put it down, and you pick it back up, and repeat, you're going to build muscle. Mm-hmm. It may not be as efficient, but if you're not exercising to be a professional athlete or a professional bodybuilder, then it doesn't need to be complicated. Mm-hmm. And you don't need all of the extended applied science to the actual exercise. Think about what you want to target. Use exercises that target that muscle group and keep it simple.
All right, you want to get into your business? You launched a business?
Oh, absolutely. So on April 6th of this year, my business became official, Campbell Fitness, LLC. And we focus on fitness fashion. We focus on workout plans and nutrition. And yet again, like I said, we try to keep it as simple as possible for the everyday, not necessarily the everyday athlete, but the everyday working person. For the most part, all of us have jobs. I hope everybody is gainfully employed considering everything that's going on right now with the pandemic. But most people are working around some type of 9-to-5 work schedule. Mm-hmm. They're dealing with family issues. They're dealing with the kids. They're dealing with the wife. So you have to be able to get that workout in wherever you could get it. It means that you might not be able to go to the gym the way you did before or the way you want to now to be able to clear your mind. You may not already have a bunch of gym equipment in the house because that's become very scarce buying online.
Yes.
So you have to learn to use what you have available.
Right.
A lot of people don't know a gallon of water, that's 8 pounds right there.
Yep.
So
we talked about that.
Yeah. So, I mean, you might feel like you look crazy, doing arm curls with 2 jugs of water, but you still building the muscle. You're going to have to lift these 8 pounds for a while, depending on how advanced you are, but it's still allowing you to get your exercise in and you drink the water afterwards.
Right. Yep. There you go, man.
There you go.
You can do curls, drink a sip out of each your jug,
Yeah, drop sets.
Yeah, one left hand, right hand. Keep it even.
That's right.
throughout your exercise.
Yeah, that'll work. Mm-hmm.
And what type of certifications did you get to complete
Well, I
this?
do have I actually have a plethora of certifications. Mm-hmm. Only a select few actually come into play when it comes to the fitness company. I am a certified personal trainer. I was able to accomplish that during the pandemic online. I am a certified public speaker, and I am a certified life coach. So I incorporate all of those into the workout. It's not just about motivating someone to work out. It's about getting their mind in the proper conditioning
Mm-hmm.
so that they want to work out, and so that the workout that they do physically starts to resonate mentally with other things.
Mm.
If you can run, 5 miles just to look a certain way or to get the body that you want, then I know mentally you can apply yourself to other things to achieve financially.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually I remember an article that I read with Will Smith where he was saying that his brother-in-law wanted to come to him, and he was like, put me in the game, see if you could get me in, just open up some avenues for me because of who you are. And he said, listen, I can't do anything with you until we start exercising. And it's not that, it wasn't him saying, I don't want to help you because you out of shape. It was saying, show me that you have the discipline to eat the way you're supposed to get up every morning and do something that is uncomfortable and push yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If I see that you could do that, then all right, I'll put you in front of the people that you need to be in front of. But it's having that discipline and displaying that discipline.
Mm. Mm. That's hard, man. That's resonates. That's life skills right there.
Absolutely.
Life for real. That's awesome, man.
With this pandemic, how's business going? Is it how's the pandemic affected that aspect?
The pandemic has kind of turned everything upside down.
Figured.
Things that things that you would think would be a gold mine have now completely dried up and gone barren.
Mm.
And then other things that you really wouldn't give a second thought to have now become, chief earners.
Mm-hmm.
Just in some of the t-shirts that I'm able to design and put out. Once upon a time, you would think that because Labor Day is coming up, anything with, Caribbean flags on it is a given. It's going to fly off the shelf. Well, considering the fact that the parade might not happen, is not going to happen as far as New York is concerned, that whole line has just become something that people would only buy for personal use as opposed to being out on Eastern Parkway in New York.
Mm-hmm.
So that's dry.
Mm-hmm.
But then the t-shirts that have the personal motivation sayings, like the one that I have on now, I'm here to exercise my demons. Shirts like that are selling quick, fast, in a hurry. The workout plans where people can actually do it by themselves at home, that's getting a lot of traction. Whereas the drop shipping stuff like dumbbells and things like that are not actually selling. So it's really weird. A lot of people are starting to gravitate more towards calisthenics and light weights as opposed to, getting real big and bulky.
Right.
And I kind of attribute that to kind of a prepper mindset, you would say, where, the guy that's built like Arnold Schwarzenegger, no disrespect, but the guy that's built like Arnold Schwarzenegger, how long is he going to be able to survive if the world really goes to pots?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the leaner person that has built up more of an endurance, all right, well, I could run 5 miles up to the nearest creek, get some water, trap these rabbits, and then run back to the house. It's a whole different mindset when it comes to the exercise community now. For those that don't have the resources of getting to the gym the way they used to, the whole mindset has completely changed as far as the focus of why they're working out.
Mm-hmm.
So how often do you work out, like personally? Like, and what does your workout consist of?
I'm fortunate enough to have a lot of exercise equipment in the house. My entire garage has been transformed into my gym. It was the first thing I did when I relocated to Charlotte and bought my home. So I work out roughly about 3 times a week because just like everyone else, I'm working around the restraints of a job, wife, kids, responsibilities in the house. So I work out about 3 times a week. I do a bench press. I do squats. I do arm curls, specifically hammer curls, and the hammer curls are where your fist is straight. The dumbbell is up and down in your hand versus left to right, because that gives you a higher bicep. It works the height of the bicep. Everybody has their, their personal, what they want to look in.
What are your body
aesthetics of it.
goals? What are your body goals? What are you trying to do? You trying to get buff on us?
I'm not trying to be a big dude. I don't want to be a big dude.
Right.
I have a tendency to come off as slightly arrogant, some would say.
I could see why.
So being a really big guy and having an intimidating visual is not going to help me any. It's actually going to hurt me out in the real world.
Because you already got the personality.
Right. I
that's-
already have,
Yeah.
what'd you say to me, type of personality,
Right.
even though I'm not like that, but it comes off like that. So me being, 250 pounds of pure muscle, that's not gonna translate well.
Right.
So me just being a lot more cut up, having more defined muscles, and being very lean. At one point, I was obsessed with having a low body fat. And then I started reading, and it was like, all right, listen, what you see on television is not a walk around weight. The people that you see in these magazines, a lot of people don't realize this. The people that you see in these magazines is either photoshopped or they're at a single digit body percentage for fat.
Right.
Their body fat is in the single digits when they look like this for these competitions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You can't walk around at 7-8% body fat. 7 to 8% body fat means that the only fat on your body is covering the nerve endings.
That's interesting.
I looked at something about people who do ultra marathons and how hard that it pushes their bodies. That a lot of people with that low of a body fat, that your body needs some of that fat, and that having that low of a body fat creates more health conditions, more bad health conditions.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So is there an ideal level of body fat that we should be at? I guess it depends on your height,
depends
your
on the
weight.
person, right?
and
Right.
depends on-
Everybody's
Different.
physiology is different, and it differs drastically between men and women.
But should anybody be in the single digits? Not really.
I mean, if you're competing, you want to get as low as you possibly can.
Right.
Go
Okay.
home with that trophy. But realistically, for walk around weight, for everyday weight, you want to stay in the double digits. You want to stay somewhere around, 12, 13, somewhere around there. That's where I feel you have the best look without going into any type of health risks. But that's for me. That's me personally.
Gotcha.
But as a general rule, I wouldn't want to go lower than that unless I was competing.
Cool. And how important is like protein shakes when you're working out? Even if you're doing like weight room workouts, calisthenics, just running, how important is it?
Because you got your own protein. You make your own protein shakes, right?
Yes. Yes. I do have my own protein line, and it's been doing fairly well. It's not flying off the shelves. I haven't bought that Maybach just yet, but it's doing very well. And protein is an important part of building muscle. I think that a lot of people have this misconception that they're going to be able to just drink a bunch of protein and do a bunch of push-ups and you're going to start to build muscle. There's a lot more that goes into it. You actually do have to have good nutrition all around.
So you can't just be eating junk food all day.
No.
And then do a protein shake
Absolutely not.
before and after the workout.
Absolutely not. Now, yet again, you're going to build muscle because you're picking up something heavy. You're putting it down. You're tearing up the muscle. The muscle is going to start to rebuild. But this is where the efficiency of it comes in. And this is where all of the additional science comes in. You want to be eating clean as a general rule anyway, whether you're exercising or not. What you put into your body is very important. I'm not saying go out and spend an additional $100 when you're food shopping because something has a GMO stamp on it, a non-GMO stamp on it.
Gotcha.
But you do need to be conscious of what you're eating. These pizza bagels that you done fallen in love with and you eating them every chance you get.
Right.
That's not going to help you out in the long run.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm not saying that you need to be having a broccoli pop as your snack after dinner. That's not, it's not realistic. There has to be some type of balance. This is why so many people have adopted the concept of a cheat meal. All right, I'm going to be able to eat clean all week. And then, I got this one day where I could just kind of let it go and relax. And, I could have a bag of potato chips with the kids. I could have pizza Fridays and things like that. And that's what we actually have in my house. I allowed my son to decide what we're going to have for dinner on Fridays. And after a while, we got tired of asking him because we knew it was going to be pizza. So pizza is Fridays, Friday is pizza day in my house.
Right.
And, I just work around it. The rest of the week, I'm usually eating pretty decent. And then Fridays, that's when I could relax and, all right, I can have a slice of pizza or two and watch movies and stuff like that.
Gotcha. See, I have like 3 slices. See, that's part of my problem. And ice cream.
As far as working out, when you're like helping people out or whatnot, what are some of the common mistakes that most people dive into when they're working out, or some of the myths?
The biggest mistake that I see is either not using enough weight or trying to use too much. And that right there tells me their mindset. Because when I do personal training for people, like I said, I'm not just trying to train their body, I'm trying to train their mind. A person that has a problem where they're not using enough weight, it's because they're trying to cheat themselves. And they know that they're cheating themselves. They don't want you to know that they're cheating themselves. So you're trying to get through this workout using as little weight as possible just to say that you did it. That's not going to help you any. You leave, I'm still going to get on this floor and do these 100 crunches and these 100 squats. And then you're going to be wondering why you're not getting the same results. It's because you're cheating yourself. At the other end of the spectrum, you have the person that thinks that they're going to come into the gym, throw 250 pounds on the bar, and they supposed to be able to throw it up. Well, you haven't earned that yet. You got to work up to that.
Yeah, you haven't worked your way up to that.
Yeah, you have to work your way up to that. So there's no shame in starting out with 50 pounds on the bar. They're self-conscious. They're worried about what other people are going to say, how it looks. I'm a grown man. I just got these 2 little plates on the side. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you tear that pec, that's your pec.
Exactly. Exactly. And this is what you got to explain to them. Listen, you get hurt out here, trying to look like you Superman, then what?
Yep.
Who's wheeling you around? You mess up your back doing these squats because you wanted to have, the equivalent of Paul White, the Big Show, on your shoulders because you seen John Cena hit him with the F5. You want to look like you can do the same thing.
Right.
You have to be realistic about what you can and can't manage when you're in the gym. And if you want to get to the point where, you could throw 500 pounds on the bar, 300 pounds on the bar, whether it's bench or squat, this is something that you have to earn. You are earning this when you're in there.
So how do you motivate them to do that when you work with someone? Like you said, they might go home and don't do what they supposed to, but how do you keep that person in that frame of mind to say, hey, I got to get this done because this is what I want?
Everyone has a different button. There's some people that's working out for the look. There's some people that are working out for, their personal, I just want to be able to, bench 250. So whatever their goal is, you constantly remind them of that. I'm a person, it's kind of weird. I'm a person, money motivates me. I'm thinking about money while I'm lifting. So I'll throw, I think my max bench now is maybe about 185, 190, somewhere around there. As far as I'm concerned, if I lift it, I could keep it. And this is the mindset I have.
I like it.
I'm gonna put $180 on this bench press, and for every rep, that's what I get. And this is the mindset that I have when I'm doing squats. Every time I go down, I'm picking up money. If it go down, it got to come back up.
That's awesome. Take notes, guys. That's a different kind of mindset. I never.
Yeah.
No one ever said that.
He had us doing that
Yeah.
with the jumping jacks.
Yeah.
Had us reaching for
we was
money.
getting them 20s and 50s.
Yeah.
That's right.
We wasn't getting 10s and 5s, you know?
Yeah. So everybody has a different thing that motivates them mentally. My job
dope,
is to
man.
find that and, for lack of a better term, exploit that so that they could exploit their body to get what they need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Do you feel like, do you recommend working out with the mask on? Because now some gyms are opening, some places are opening up, but they still require you to wear a mask. Do you recommend that, or should you like just stay at home, work out with no mask?
The mask thing, that's more of a personal issue or a personal preference. Me personally, I can't work out with a mask.
I don't think I could neither.
I don't think that it's particularly safe for you to be working out with a mask on. But that comes down to you know where your mask has been. If you just pulled your mask out of the dryer, you know, from washing it, and you know that you've been using all types of chemicals on your clothes and whatnot, no, you shouldn't have this plastered across your face and you're on a treadmill breathing, huffing and puffing. No, that doesn't sound like a good idea. At the same time, you do need to be mindful of the people around you and, you know, be cautious about their health just the same.
Mm-hmm.
I think in the gym, it's more beneficial to display social distancing, to practice social distancing. If you know good and well that you on this treadmill, you shouldn't have somebody on the treadmill directly next to you. I wouldn't want somebody standing right next to me while I'm on a exercise machine waiting for me to come off the machine. Listen, my man, take a lap, do what you got to do, but I need my space over here. But no, I wouldn't recommend working out with a mask on.
I would be concerned with the breathing. That would be my concern.
Yeah, absolutely.
So even before the pandemic, right? You'll see people looking cool with a cool mask on, trying to be cool, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about those masks? Like, what was the purpose of those masks, and what, like, people still wear them, of course, but what's the purpose of those masks?
Those are altitude masks.
Okay.
And it's supposed to simulate you working out at a higher altitude where the oxygen is thinner. And this is something that Olympic athletes will do. Or even boxers, they'll go up into the mountains where oxygen is a lot thinner, and they start to condition their body to be able to operate in these conditions.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could work out where the oxygen is super thin, once you're in an arena, you know, where in an oxygen-rich arena, air-conditioned, is the most ideal situation for your body, then you'll be able to perform at a higher level.
Mm-hmm.
Those masks are cute. I do think they do have some benefits, but overall, it's not giving you what you're paying for.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly feel that you would give more of a benefit mentally and physically working out in an area that's not air conditioned. And it's very uncomfortable. I can speak from experience. My garage has no air conditioning, no heat. So in the winter, it's cold, and I'm in there doing what I got to do. And in the summertime, it's like me exercising or working out in Crunk Gym, the famous boxing gym in Detroit, where it's like 110 degrees in there and everybody is on top of each other, sweating and stinking, and it's crazy, and it's like super hot. It's hard to breathe. It's basically the garage, but it's not about you being able to sweat it out and, you know, your muscles and whatnot. It's about the mental conditioning. If you could do it here, where it's super uncomfortable, where it's really cold or it's really hot, and you want to quit as soon as you walk in, then you'll be able to do it in an air-conditioned atmosphere. One of my biggest problems with going to the gym, although I love it, I love, you know, having access to all of this equipment, but it's not the atmosphere that I need for me to mentally fully thrive, because it's too comfortable. I could go to a commercial gym right now and work out for the next hour and a half, 2 hours, and not break a sweat. And I am pushing myself, but my body has been conditioned to the point where if it's not an extreme situation, my body, it almost feels like my body isn't going into that, you know, that survival, we got to get it mode. And that's what I like. I feel like I'm making progress in a situation like that.
Right. So yeah, man, and talking about getting it right, what music do you listen to while you're working out? Like, we were just talking about DMX, you know, that's my thing. So what's your thing, man? What's your genre? What's your playlist looking like?
A lot of hip hop and rock. At any given time, if you were to work out with me, and you were to take my headphones, you're either gonna hear DMX, Pac, Jay-Z, Kanye West. Actually, young Kanye West actually makes really good exercise music. Eminem, Metallica, Evanescence, Imaginary Dragons. I have a very eclectic style when it comes to music, but anything that truly motivates. One of my favorite songs to work out to right now is Eminem, Almost Famous.
Okay.
That's dope, man.
I'm feeling you on that.
Yeah.
But you said Evanescence and Imagine Dragons and
Yeah, Metallica.
Metallica?
Yes.
Yeah, no, Metallica, that's workout music. That's like perfect, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So with all this going on in your life, you got the family, you got the kids, you got the job, you got the business, you got the regular job, you got the side hustle. How you balance all that out?
Sacrifice sleep. And it's not the healthiest thing.
Mm-hmm.
I learned a long time ago. You're gonna spend 1/3 of your life sleeping. Right? 24 hours in a day, 8 hours at work, 8 hours sleeping, 8 hours at home. So that means that there's 8 hours for you, 8 hours for your boss, and 8 hours to recharge. Until I'm in a situation where I could remove that 8 hours that my employer is taking up, I have to cut it from somewhere else. So I've gotten to the point where I'm sleeping maybe 5 or 6 hours a night, and the rest of that time, that's exercise. That's me working on the business. That's me designing more t-shirts and more leggings and coming up with these workout plans for clients and things like that. They got to come from somewhere.
Mm-hmm. So how many hours of sleep you're averaging per night?
About 5 or 6.
That's not horrible.
That's
No,
not.
no. But the thing is people like to sleep.
Yeah, people go to sleep at 7
But
o'clock.
see, I
at
don't
night.
know. But I don't know if you need 8 hours every night, though.
I don't think you need 8.
You probably don't need 8 hours every night.
No.
So
Especially if you're young and in your 20s. You need more sleep. They say that you need more sleep when you're younger.
Right.
And then in the middle part of your life, it's kind of like, it's negligible. And then once you get older, I mean, I'm not even sure about that, because I know some old people, they don't sleep at all. Like my grandmother used to be up walking around. She'd take like a 2-hour nap and she's good. And it's, and she's waking us up talking about, what do you mean you need to sleep? You've been sleeping. I said, Grandma, I was asleep for like 2 hours. What are you talking about? But everybody is different. But me personally, I could get away with probably about 4 hours of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was younger, early 20s, 2-hour nap and I was good.
So that's how you find the time to do all the stuff that you do.
Yeah. Sacrifice sleep.
Yeah, Kenneth, he is very diverse. You mentioned the certifications you have taken advantage of during the pandemic.
Yes.
Let's talk about some of the other certifications outside of your business of working out and fitness. Because we talked about this before.
All right. So right now I'm on my 20 for 20 quest, and that is 20 certifications for the year 2020. So far I have racked up. I've become a certified personal trainer as opposed to just knowing how to do it. Outside of anything fitness related, I've collected some IT certifications, because that's what I do on a regular basis. Mm-hmm. So network engineering, network security. I've become an ordained minister.
Wow.
Paul Alto firewall certifications. Public speaking. Yeah, I've just been boating.
Boating. Okay.
Yes.
There's a certification for that.
There's a certification for boating. As a matter of fact, here in Charlotte, I don't think that you're actually allowed to go out on the water in the boat on your own until you've taken this certification. I'm working on an archery certification. I am a certified boxing coach. So, yeah, with the way the world has changed, there is just about nothing that you can't get certified for online.
Right.
I think the only thing that they're not giving away online as far as licenses and certifications is like a driver's license. And even in Georgia, I think they kind of waived that, where
Really?
it's just a written test, and then they'll hand you the license. And
Word.
all
I'm
right,
surprised at them jokers. They don't care down there.
Yeah.
They're not social distance at all. I'm surprised they don't want you in the line down there. They'll be packed in Georgia.
That's what's up. That's what's
awesome,
up,
man.
I might have to take you on a boxing thing.
I got you.
That'll be dope. And like
Yeah.
real talk. Like,
Yeah, we should
should definitely do that.
We should hook that up.
we should start training with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some headgear. I got some gloves. I got some target mitts.
So on the
Oh.
20 for 20, how far along are you on?
I
that?
believe I'm at 12 right now.
That's awesome, bro.
Okay.
See, guys, just hustle, man. Just like I know we're gonna be in this thing for another year, maybe in this pandemic.
Yeah, it don't seem like it's going anywhere.
It's not going away.
Expect the world to stay similar to the way it is for at least 5 years. They have not taken these kids out of school and given them equipment and put this plexiglass up in all the stores to take it down 6 months later. Expect this. I'm hoping not.
Right.
Right.
But it makes sense though.
but-
Yeah.
Condition yourself mentally to live like this for the next 5.
Right. Yeah, man. So just hustle. Just get out there because we're gonna be in it. Just go out there and learn some new things. You know, make and increase your revenue, like Kenneth has done. So definitely get out there, man.
When the new album coming out?
Nah, no more albums. No more
We're
albums.
gonna try to bring him out of retirement.
right.
You should get on the track with Joe Button. Bring him out of retirement too.
Shout out to Joe Button. I like Joe Button.
Absolutely. I love that guy's podcast.
Yeah.
You just need to get rid of that other guy.
What other guy?
What's the guy's name?
Shall he remain nameless or?
Yeah, let's let him remain nameless. you know who you are, bro.
All right, Kenneth. Thank you for coming on to the podcast. Thank you for the workout. Appreciate that.
Mad love, man.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for the jumping jacks at the end. I will never forgive you for that.
Game changer.
So, yeah, definitely.
Hey, next time you guys work out, you don't warm up with jumping jacks at the beginning. All right. After your workout, do jumping jacks.
No, after your leg, at the end of your leg workout, at the end of leg day, that's when you do the jumping jacks.
At the end. Gosh.
And you gotta reach for the moon because
Yeah,
that's where the
moon.
50s and the 100s is.
Exactly.
You're looking out, Kenneth. Appreciate that. Like, share, subscribe. Hit us up on YouTube. Hit us up on Instagram and Twitter at The Foreman Production. You got
Oh yeah, absolutely.
social media? You on social media?
Yes, definitely on social media all over the place. You can see us on Instagram at Campbell Fit LLC. I'm sorry, at Campbell Fitness LLC on Instagram. You could go to our official website, which is campbellfit.com, and you can also find us on Facebook.
The official website is where we can get the merchandise.
Yes,
The merchandise and the protein shake.
Yeah, that's where you can order it online.
Got you.
And shipping times are starting to get back to normal.
What are they looking at right now?
Depending on what you buy, it should be shipped out to you, produced and shipped out to you within 2 weeks.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, I don't know if you mentioned this, but where can someone reach out to you to get the personal training?
That is also available at campbellfit.com. You can sign up for group sessions. You can sign up for personal training as well.
Is that are you doing virtual or
Yes,
Cool.
everything virtual?
everything virtual.
That's
Okay,
awesome,
you're not
man.
doing any in-person
No,
training.
That's
No,
awesome.
I got you.
That's awesome.
I mean it's different for you guys. You know,
Right.
I'm more than happy to come by
But for
whenever you guys are ready.
for pandemic reasons, you can't
Right.
really,
Yes,
Gotcha.
I don't have the ability to vet everybody.
Right.
All right, till next time. Faith, dream, hustle, repeat.
That's the formula.
Don't ever let them bring you down, cause then you be on a level. Listen, I'm never giving up. Stand your ground, don't be too comfortable or too settled. Listen, I'm never giving up. When you hit rock bottom, it's only one way to go. Listen, I'm never giving up. Everybody got problems, how you handle them, no. Yeah, listen, listen, listen.